Hey everyone, it's James, and in this video I am going to show you how to create buttons using Canva to enhance an LMS such as Canvas, which is not to be confused with Canva, the software program that I'm showing you right now in this video to create buttons. So let me go ahead and switch to my laptop screen. Here are some buttons that I created for my anatomy and physiology course during the 2019-2020 school year. You can create just different sizes. You can also, in Canvas, you can resize them. So it really doesn't matter as you're creating in Canva the size or the shape, because you can always resize the images in Canvas, but I will show you how to do that in another video. So going to Canva, there is a free and a paid version. Everything that I am doing in this video can be done with free, and I'm only going to be using free items. So when you go to Canva, you can either create a design by, if you know the dimensions that you want to work with, or you can select from the suggested dimensions that they have here. You can either also click on templates, which I had earlier, and you can select from there. So Facebook posts, Instagram stories, Instagram posts, so on and so forth. However, I'm going to go with an Instagram post dimensions because I just like working with that, and that's what I use to create the images, at least down here, the buttons down there. So I'm going to create something that looks like this, and I already had it up here just so that way this video would be quicker for us. So there are a couple of things. First, you always want to give your work area a title, just in case you create another work area. However, you can create multiple images or buttons or whatever it is, pieces of art, within one workspace by just clicking on add a new page, add a new page, add a new page, so on and so forth. The next thing you want to know is that all your work will be saved automatically. You can undo something, you can redo it, you can resize it, you can change a whole bunch of other things. So I'm going to select from photos. And what you can do is you can filter by the color, the orientation, the availability. And since I'm only going to do free stuff, just in case you don't want to pay for it, I'm going to select that. And then, because we're doing skeleton, I'm going to search for skeleton. And here are some images that you can see are all free. But because I want to make this image that I have up here for the purpose of this video, I can either click on there and it will automatically pop up on the page that I want to work at. Or what I can do is I can take the image and I can drag it, and what it does is it applies it to the entire area of that page, and I'm going to do that. Again, that's how I created the ones here. From there, I can add a little text, and so I want something that looks like this. So then I click on text, and again, there's a bunch of text that you can select from. But since I'm going to go with the image up here, just make sure I click right there, click on look low. That's a little bit too big for me, so I'm going to resize it. You can select from the suggestions they have here, or you can type and change it. You're not limited to, I think, whatever it says, like 144. Notice it says 278 here. So I'm going to go to 185. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to type skeletal system. Now you can also play around with the font. You can change the color, the font type, whether it's bold, italicized. Depending on like the font that you select, it will give you an option. Sometimes it's already bolded and you can't italicize it, so I can't make this particular font that's selected italicized. But I can also increase or decrease the space between the lettering. I can make them closer. I don't know, I would do that. I can also do line height, and so I can do something like that. Sometimes what I actually do is I will copy one portion and then move this around to where I would like it, and then I just paste it so that I have the same thing again, the same color, the same size, and then I can move this around anywhere I like. And so I'll just do something like this. It's not going to be quite like I have up here, and actually that's because the line spacing is far apart. So if I did something like that, bring the letters closer together, now I might have something, and I can push this over here. So I'm going to stop there, but you get the idea. So that's how you can create a whole bunch of just different text styles and just creativity within your button. From there, I'm going to add an element, and so there are different elements you can choose from symbols, pictures, lines, gradients, charts, clip art, frames, shapes, like I said, but I'm going to use something that I already selected. So I clicked on it. You can drag it over if you want, and then you can resize it to the area that you want. So I'm gonna just resize here. And then you can also change the color, just like you can change the color of the font. I'm gonna change it to that color. And as far as that goes, you're done. You can also rearrange the images. So like, if I wanted this to be in front, I can go to position and just go forward or backwards. So for example, like you're using an element and you're trying to click on the text, but for some reason you can't click on the text, you have to go to position. So from there, what you're gonna do is go to download, click on download. You can change the file type, the size, whether you want a transparent background or compress it. And then when you're done with all of that, select either the page or pages that you want to download. If you select more than one page, it's going to download as a zip file. I'm only going to select one page. Click done, then click download, and it will take a couple seconds to a minute. But if I'm only doing one page, it should take a couple seconds. And then there you have it. So I'm going to click on that. I am done. So if there was anything about this video that you liked, then let me know, comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, if you're interested, I will show you how to now take the buttons in a future video and upload them to Canvas and make them linkable so that way when students click on it, like this one right here, it takes them to another page within Canvas and it makes it more interactive. So that's it. As always, thanks for watching and hopefully you catch out my future videos. Bye.